Hi and welcome back to the chaos. Today I'm just going to do a short little video of a Temu unbagging and review. Or Temu? How do you say it? I don't even know. I've been seeing a lot of people buying from this place. I guess it's like the new Wish. And I had bought some things on Wish a while ago, back when it was a thing. And it was mostly, you know, what you'd expect coming from China. So I thought I'd give this one a try when I saw a bunch of people getting different kinds of yarns and things on there. And I ordered some stuff and we're gonna open it up, take a look at it. I'll give you my first impressions. I'll do a little bit of crocheting with it, kind of let you know how it feels and whatnot. And go over the stats and what I paid for all the stuff. That being said, if there are weird cuts in this video, it's because my littlest one is over here trying to build a pillow fort. And she refused to get dressed this morning. So if she comes on frame, I'm gonna have to cut her out. Just so y'all know. Alright, so let's get into it. So here's the bag. I didn't order a whole lot to start with. I may order more for them in the future. If it turns out okay, we'll find out. So first thing, I did get yarn, of course. That was the main thing that I was looking for. It comes like this, with this little bear applique, which was actually really cute. Is 6 balls of yarn, which say they are, it doesn't say on here, but it said on the website. So I typed it down. Let me read it. The 6 skeins are, so 6 balls. It says that they are 100 grams each. So this is the stats for each of them. 100 grams. 40 meters or 132 feet. It did not say a gauge, but you can kind of look at it and tell that it is probably a 5 bulky weight. I don't think it's just thick enough to be called a 6. It may be bordering on 6, but just looking at it in the bag, it looks like a 5 to me. It looks soft in the bag. I haven't opened it to feel it yet, so we'll get to that when I actually I'll pull some out and crochet up a little swatch and we'll see. First impressions though, it looks like it'd be really soft. It looks really comparable to the Adorable from Hobby Lobby or the Burnout Blanket maybe. And the color is gorgeous. This yellow is really bright and pretty. I hope it comes through on the camera. But it's just this really pretty lemony yellow. They did not have very many color options. It was this, there was a pink, I think, a blue, there was a variegated pink and white, and then there were a lot of neutrals, white, off-white, browns, grays, just a lot of neutrals. So this is really the only color that they had that I didn't have in my stash, and I didn't want a whole bunch of neutrals. So this package was $13.89 for all 6, so that winds up being, hold on. Let me get my calculator up here. So if we do $13.89 divided by 6, so it's $2.32 per ball. And since it is 40 meters, which is about a yard, we can divide that by 40 and say that it is about 5 cents a yard. So that's pretty comparable, I would say, to the other big brands. On Premier, I was doing per yardage comparisons earlier this week, and that's comparable to not the Just Chenille, that's the cheapest one on their website, but some of the other soft plush yarns. It's pretty much equal to all that. Okay, so we're gonna set that one aside and we'll get into the feel of that one later. Let's see what else we got in my bag. Okay, so the other thing I ordered was, this is a package of Pom-Pom Makers, which I just thought would be fun. I don't make pom-poms a whole lot, mostly because they're kind of frustrating and difficult to make, but I have seen people use these sort of tools to make them before, and it looks like it would be a lot easier, and I might have more fun making pom-poms with something that makes it a little bit easier. So let me pull one of these out so we can look at it. Alright, so the plastic is kind of thin, a little bit cheap feeling. But for what it is, you know, I don't think I'm going to be like real hard wearing on it. I'm not going to be rough and tumble on it. So it opens all the way up. It looks like, let's find the package again. It doesn't come with instructions in the package, but there are some on the back of the, like the cardboard piece here. So it looks like you would, let's see, open this. Will be wrapped in blue plastic, part of the wool. Okay, so you wrap each, so you open it up and then you wrap each side with your yarn. And then, yeah, I think you just keep going all the way around. You cut in between with your scissors. And then you tie up the middle. Where does it? I'm probably gonna have to fool around with this a good bit to figure this out. It looks like, and then you would tie it, open it up so that you can, and your pom-pom would just be like around this middle part once you cut it like that. So then you could pull it off and you could trim it. So I'll have to work on this and see how they work. But they came in like 4 different sizes. So this is the biggest one, so this would make a really big one. And then a little bit smaller, and super tiny. So it might be kind of fun to make some pom-poms. So, and that was $2.48. So for 4 different pom-pom makers for $2.48, I don't think that's such a bad deal. Like I said, the plastic does feel a little weak, a little kind of flimsy, thin. But again, I know there's more in there. I'm going to get to it. I'm not going to be really rough on it. I'm not going to be like, it's not a toy, so hopefully it'll hold up. Okay, so next we have some stitch markers. I normally use the plastic stitch markers that like come in basic crochet and knitting kits. I have several of those in a little plastic bag. But you know, you can always use more stitch markers. And I've always kind of wanted to try some of these metal ones to see, you know, are they better? Are they more comfortable? I don't know if I want to open this label all the way. I might have stitch markers going everywhere, but you can see they're just the golds. This simple, you know, sort of look like earrings, that shape of stitch marker. They're gold colored. They came in either gold or silver. I just picked the gold, and this was 100 pieces. So there's 100. There's a lot of these in here for 99 cents. Can't beat that. So that was a little add-on. Oh, and my son is handing me the next one. He wanted to unbag it himself. And then this is a lot of safety eyes, and it says it's 560 pieces, and I assume that includes the backs as separate pieces for $5.39. So that's a pretty good deal. Let's see, looking at them, first impressions, they look like your regular kind of safety eyes. There's some, oh, there's noses in there too. There's little pink noses, there's black noses, brown noses. There's solid black eyes in various sizes, like from like super tiny all the way up to about that big around. And then there's colored eyes. So let me open this up and I'll pull out a few of the various sizes and show you. Oh, lost one of the backing packages. Okay, so the backings are just in these little bags, separate from. So there's small backings and larger backings. And they're just in the, but the eyes, hold on buddy, I'm trying to show it off first, okay? The eyes are in this nice little plastic organizer. So that's neat that they come that way instead of just in like a big bag. So we'll open it up very carefully here because I don't want them going everywhere. Okay, so the colored eyes all look to be about the same size. So there's a red one, a blue one, kind of a amber gold one, green, kind of a pretty green, and then looks like gray, kind of, or maybe it's just like got a transparent around the pupil. And then the rest of them are solid black, but they come in a lot of sizes. So we've got teensy, guess I could use that on my little bumblebee keychains, slightly bigger, and then the biggest ones. So that's all solid black eyes. And then we've got noses. So a little triangle shaped, like traditional like teddy bear nose. Oh, this one's cute. It's got, let's see if I can hold it up to where you can see it. It's got an indentation in it to look like a puppy nose. Is this gonna focus? Back up, buddy. It's trying to focus on too many things. Come on, camera, focus. I don't know if you could kind of tell. There it goes. Okay, so see, isn't that cute? Little like puppy nose with the texture. And then this is sort of like an oval nose instead of the triangle. And then we have a little pink triangle nose, so for like kitties and bunnies. And a little brown triangle nose. So that's a pretty good variety. And it's quite a few of them. It's a lot of them, 560 pieces. And then, did I tell the price? It was $5.39. So that's not bad. That's not half bad. Okay, so I am going to swap the camera around so that it's facing my hands now, and we will swatch up a bit of this yarn and see how it feels. Okay, so yeah, it looks really pale under the camera, much more so than in person. In person, this is a much brighter yellow. It's not pastel. It's like a real lemon yellow. It's nice and squishy. I do like that. The individual, if I can even find the end of it, the strand itself feels plush and thick. This is really reminding me of the Adorable yarn from Hobby Lobby right now, as far as feel goes. I would say that's probably the closest to it that I have found in local stores. There has got to be an end to this yarn somewhere. There it is. Okay. So it does feel really thick, really soft. It feels just as soft as it looked in the bag, which is nice. I like that. I'm going to use a 6mm hook because that's what I use for just about everything. This is just Hobby Lobby hook. I'm not even sure what brand this is. It comes in a kit from Hobby Lobby with a bunch of other hooks with these sort of ergonomic handles. And it's nice. I like it. I would like clover hooks one day. That's my goal. Alright, so I'm just going to work up a quick swatch. It's so plush. Very plush. Alright. Let's pretend like I'm starting a bee. So this is what I normally do. I chain two. I don't do the magic ring with this kind of yarn because it doesn't tighten. The ring does not tighten very well. This yarn just kind of grabs itself. And because it's so thick and plush, you really don't see a hole where you start with a chain. So it winds up not being a big deal. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is very thick. This is thicker than I thought. This might actually be a 6 weight, even though it didn't quite look like it in the bag. And it is probably too thick for the 6mm hook. You probably would be better off with an 8. I'm gonna keep going here. I don't actually own an 8mm hook. I'm going to have to rectify that at some point. The next biggest one I have after the 6 is actually a 10, and I feel like that would be maybe a little bit too big. So I don't want to go up quite that many sizes. So we'll stick with the 6 for now and see what happens. Okay, so very dense, very squishy. It would definitely work better with an 8mm hook, which I guess I'm just gonna have to find one now. But yeah, you can tell right away that no stuffing is gonna show through this. You can see how thick of a fabric it makes. This is gonna be a very nice hardy toy. Let's see how it frogs, because you know this kind of yarn sometimes does not frog the easiest. Okay, so good. So far so good. Even with as tight as my stitches were, okay, that's a little okay, but it's still going. Okay, there we go, there we go. Okay, not bad. So, overall impressions, I do like this yarn. I like it more than I thought I would for being, you know, basically the Wish clone that Temu is. And it's nice and thick, it's plush, it's a very pretty color, I like it. Price point though, since it's basically the same as like what you would find on Premier yarns and stuff, and I like those yarns as well, I probably wouldn't order it again. Just because of the, you know, the extra time it takes for shipping, and that it comes in 6 smaller balls instead of the one big ball that you would get from some of the other yarn stores. So you're going to be, you know, having to connect it several times. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like since it's basically the same price point as some of the other yarns that I can get, that I probably would stick with those instead of getting this one again. So that's my review on Temu. So thanks for watching my unboxing, or rather unbagging, I guess, of the Temu yarn. Temu? I don't know. I really don't. If you like this kind of thing, hit the thumbs up for me. It lets me know that you like it. I'm going to try to get some of these kind of shorter videos out every once in a while too. I know like the crochet with me and the vlog type style can get a little long. So try to keep these a little bit shorter, maybe 20 minutes or less. And I'm going to be putting out some more shorts and like TikTok quick style ones as well. So if y'all like this kind of content, let me know. That's how I know what you want to see, and I'll make more of that. Obviously, if you have any ideas for other things you'd like to see, just hit me up with some comments. I will check those periodically. And yeah, that's all for now. So bye.